to the BBN Jack Frost and some party people. Hope everybody's. I'm gonna check something real quick. With my, how y'all doing? I'm sorry about that. Remember yesterday we had the situation where I turned the live on and it was connected to that speaker and y'all couldn't hear me. Well, so I turned that shit off. How's everybody doing today? I'm hoping everybody's having a beautiful day. There's a couple of things I want to lead the video off with, but just so we can be clear, we are talking about a Tekashi 6ix9ine situation, which also is going to actually inhabit the Stevewilldoit situation, because that's basically what we're talking about. And we're also going to be talking about little Durk, obviously, and the situations that is transpiring going on with those guys. Give me 1 second. I actually want to lead the show off talking about the situation with Captain Samuels, if y'all don't mind. R.I.P. Rest in peace. I actually want to bring up the Kevin Samuels situation first real quick, if y'all don't mind. R.I.P. Rest in peace to Kevin Samuels. I want to say something. God dang it, I did not talk about OJ Juiceman or 42 Doug. Let's talk about that today. And I'll come on live in the middle of the day on both of those two topics. Thank you for reminding me. I didn't get a chance to talk on it. We just went live last night. This is the first show since last night, but thank you for reminding me. I'll go live with both of those topics today. Matter of fact, those would be two good videos that we can make during the middle of the day. So be aware that during the middle of the day, we're going to be going live at least 2 to 3 times for a good 10-15 minutes to talk about both of those situations. Come and be a part of the community. Make sure you get in here quick, too, because it's only going to be 10 or 15 minutes, so you got to make sure that you can get your comments in. With that being said, we're doing roll call at the 5-minute mark. Okay, so I want to say something real quick about the Kevin Samuels situation before we start talking about this whole Stevewilldoit coming back and giving a bag to the fake little Durk. I don't want to call him that other name because I don't want to promote Alright, KC, appreciate you. Oh, you mean today? Oh yeah. We're gonna have at least one that'll be after 4. I mean, I hope you get an opportunity to watch it. Come back and watch the replay. So hold on, let me just say something real quick. I don't care how you try to sprinkle sugar on it. We're not supposed to be celebrating the deaths of people. We're not talking about this man being Hitler. We're not talking about this man being Judas. We're not talking about this man being Mussolini, I guess. You know, wasn't he seen as a bad guy? He was with Hitler. So we're not talking about these people. We're not talking about a great conqueror that slew hundreds or thousands of people. We're talking about a man that was on the internet that had opinions that you disagreed with, that at any point you could have just not watched. This is what we're talking about. I'll say that again. We're talking about a man that was on the internet, that had opinions that you disagreed with, that at any time you could have just stopped watching. That's the person that you're wishing death on and happy that they passed away? Could we just show the children of the world something a little bit better than this? Do what you want to do. I can't tell you what to do and I can't tell you how to feel. But could we show the children of the world something a little bit different? And with that being said, I want to start this show off a way that I should start more shows off. First thing I want to do is ask the Lord for the strength and for the fortitude to be able to fight the demons that I'm going to have to go against today. I'm asking that God, obviously, I'm having to struggle doing this on my own. I need your assistance. I need your help. I need you to lend me some strength. I need you to lend me some wisdom. I need you to lend me the intestinal fortitude to be able to deal with the demons and with the devils that I'm going to have to come into contact with today. And can you please extend your services to everybody that's watching this particular show? All of us is going to come into contact with demons. We're all going to have people that are just evil, that are in our lives, that pursue nothing else other than our destruction. Can you please protect everybody against that? Can you please extend your mercy and your services to us, your servants? Amen. In Jesus' name. Let's do roll call. Shout out to KC. He says, what up, Jack? I'm headed out. Godspeed. Get to work. Be safe. Don't let the wackos get to you today. Let's try to put a smile on every time. The more angry we get, the bigger the smile becomes. Shout out to the business, dropping all of those floors. Definitely appreciate you, my brother. What up, KC? He says punch never landed on 6ix9ine. Okay, I know you're never gonna give that up. Shout out to Mr. Vaughn. He says, did you talk about? I already explained what we're gonna do with that. I do need to make videos also in the middle of the day. We're gonna be going live with those. So definitely appreciate Mr. Vaughn sending me that content, and everybody else that be sending me content, including KC. Keep sending me the Tekashi stuff. I'll go live with some of the Tekashi stuff for you too. You're a part of this community, and you show up here every day. So we kind of are obligated to also discuss and the things that you want to talk about, because there's other people that want to talk about that too, right? Let's go. Shout out to Jason Elliott. He says, morning folks, a Bibida. Hope you're doing well, my brother. What up to Todd Dice, his Grand Rising BBN fan. All right, so this is what I want to say in regards to let's play this clip real quick. I got a clip. Somebody sent me a clip. I think I have a clip. I think I have a clip. If I don't got a clip, I hope I saved that shit. That's all I can say. I'm thinking there's a clip that it exists. But I'm going to see if I saved it first, just so we can be clear, because I have no idea where I saw it. Okay, this phone. I got to go trade this phone in. I got to trade this phone in at some point. All right, so shout out to DJ Academics. That's where I saw it. Hold on. Let me, okay, boom. Let's get the volume going over here.
Like, this is all the money out of my safe. I just want to give this to you. Just to show, like, I didn't mean no harm.
Yeah, no facts.
So this is everything I got, cash, how much you have. And if you want, you don't have to have this. But it's from my guy Neil. He gave me this, and I want you to have this jewelry. It's a love bracelet, it's a Cartier. This shit's not expensive, looks beautiful.
Okay, can I stop this for 1 second? Do he got on a Knicks jersey? Why every time somebody is showing that they sorry to the world, they gotta be wearing something, a Knicks jersey? The Knicks ain't that. I mean, I'm kind of just making jokes, but at the same time, damn it, NBA, can y'all do something to fix that organization? Come on, man.
And then if you want to match it, we'll have the ring. But just so I mean no harm. I'm sorry. I'm like, truthfully in my heart, I'm sorry for what happened. This doesn't have to be on camera, nothing. Like, this is between me and you. Like, I didn't mean no fucking harm. Like, I'm not about that. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you know how that went.
So you can do what you want with the bands. You can do what you want with the jewelry.
Okay, I'm gonna read to you what it says in the caption real quick with DJ. What Tafia official, I guess, says Stevewilldoit made the whole situation beyond right, and I appreciate you for standing on your word. You proved me wrong. You're a good person, and you have my utmost respect. He gave the real Perkio some bread, some cryptocurrency for him and his family, and told him not to pick out any pair of shoes his size and keep them all from Benjamin Kicks, and gifted him 2 bust-down Cardis. Can't read that because DJ Academic's name is over at the top of it. It says, want to gain anything from this? I just wanted to make... So I just want to be clear on this. For everybody that keeps saying that the Stevewilldoit was in on it, I don't think he was in on it. And even if he was in on it, I think he was not really in on it. Do you hear the guy's name? His name is literally Stevewilldoit. How are you going to get mad at him if somebody calls him up and gets him involved in some bullshit? He's the last guy you're supposed to be pissed off at. His name is literally Stevewilldoit. That's like, oh man, we need a crash test dummy. Stevewilldoit. Oh man, I promise I did not mean to make a joke. But so he pulled up on them. He gave him some money. He gave him some I think he said frames and watches or some shit like that. I want to know what y'all guys think about this. Are y'all think this is? Are y'all okay with Steve now? Is Steve cool now? And is all of this now on Tekashi 6ix9ine? I'm curious. Now, is everybody considering this a Tekashi 6ix9ine situation now? Or is some of this still on Stevewilldoit? Is people still mad at Stevewilldoit? That's what I'm asking. Shout out to the Art of D Glass. He says these dang cinnamon buns not on sale. All man, I want some of them fucking cinnamon buns too. Why you do that? Who buying some cinnamon buns for Jack Frost today? Put it in the chat. Somebody dropped. Y'all be thinking I be bullshit. When I be saying shit like that, though, nobody want to buy me nothing. Y'all niggas is the worst community. Y'all the best community. I'm just saying that in jest. So allow me to make jokes like that if y'all don't mind. That allows me to be myself. I'm not able to be myself a lot because when I make jokes, people pop up in the chat and then make people think that the joke is serious. So allow me to be light. I think that's why I appreciate the contact I come into with strangers more than I do with people that know who I am. Because strangers allow for me to be light. The people that know who I am, they don't allow for me to be light. Like, I can't even say nothing nice to people. Like, this shit is crazy. It's bananas. It's really bananas. So I like when I see strangers because I get they don't know nothing about me. I get the opportunity to meet them on a real moment where I can have a good, dope ass interaction, and that's dope. I want some fucking cinnamon buns though. That's a fact. Shout out to El Perez. He says, salute for us, BBN family. Let's be great today. And whenever we helping somebody else be the best of them that they could be in that moment, we being the best us that we could be. So go out there and be great. God first. That's a fact. What up, Hector Cruz? Haven't seen you in a while. How you doing, my brother? He says, happy Friday, BBN fan for us. Salute. You already know what it is. What up, J Mill? He says, yeah, I believe 6ix9ine used him to get next to Lil Durk, fake Durk. That's why he got working. That's why he's not working with 6ix9ine no more. What's gonna happen is people are gonna actually just stop working with 6ix9ine. You can't go around setting people up. Who want to keep getting set up? What's gonna happen the next time 6ix9ine calls up somebody and he tries to make a situation working with them? We don't want that smoke, homie. We don't know what you're trying to do. We don't know what plans you got. So that's why this whole thing that's going on in the way that he just did that, I don't actually know what he's trying to do. Maybe he want to be even more of an outcast by now becoming blackballed by the one community that wouldn't have blackballed him if, in any other circumstance. So I don't know. Shout out to that shit. Maybe they got a plan. What the fuck do I know? I told you it didn't make no sense from the rip. So now when he calls up one of these other people and he tries to get them to do some kind of work with them, they have to legitimately be thinking that he might be getting them involved in something that might, hurt them or their brand, or quite possibly put their lives in danger. Right? I mean, am I wrong to think that, or that don't make no sense? If you think that don't make no sense, put a red stoplight. If you think that makes sense, if you think I'm wrong for thinking that and that don't make sense, put a red stop sign. If you think that makes sense and that's probably something that he might have to be concerned about, put a frost if you don't mind. I appreciate you. Laughing out loud, you ain't the first one to say that joke. You're definitely okay. Which joke did I say? Stevewilldoit. Oh, I didn't mean to say that joke. I just thought somebody else said that stupid shit. Half of the time, I'm not laughing at the fact that the thing that I said is funny. I'm laughing at the fact that it's not something that I actually thought of. So I'm saying it. You're hearing it when I'm saying it. It's not. I'm thinking of some other shit. I got other shit on my mind. My mouth is working by itself. Jay Hodges. Shout out to Jay Hodges. He says, morning BB and fan. Jack Rucci dropping orders Frost. What up, Sean DeShawn? Says, what's up, Frost? Because Steve will do it. Exactly. So how could you blame Steve? Like, realistically. Like, how could you blame him? He's literally Stevewilldoit. If he don't do it, he fucks his own brain up. He don't got no choice but to do it. Imagine taking Stevewilldoit to court. Like, yo, this is fucking, what you call that shit? False advertisement. He's a fraud. They be like, wow, what happened? Well, we called him up. His name is Stevewilldoit. We told him to do this thing. He said no. We paid him enough money. Shit. Alright, that's what it is, Hector Cruz. Appreciate you. What up, Stocks Capital? It's Morning Frost. What up, Gary Crawford? Yeah, everybody dropping Frost. Like, what the fuck? So, that's... Look, I can't... I'm good at seeing some shit that's coming up down the road. I'm really good at that, right? So how is he going to promote his brand now other than DJ Academics and Whack 100 situations? He's going to have to start pulling up on much smaller podcasts. He's going to have to pull up on people who's willing to take the risk with him for the views. And it's going to be dangerous depending on who he pulls up on. Might be dangerous for whoever he pulls up on. Who knows? So he's creating this situation. If you don't agree with me and you think anything that I'm saying is wrong, please drop a red stop sign with the thing that I'm currently saying that you believe to be wrong. Currently saying that you believe to be wrong. Drop a red stop sign. What am I and say what it is that I'm currently saying that you believe to be wrong? Because this is just my opinion, and like I'm saying, I can be wrong. But if I was one of these podcasts that got big numbers, especially if I am not a hip hop podcast, I wouldn't touch him right now. Because if Stevewilldoit really did not know, if that's the case, then that means that you can't even deal with dude. There's no telling what he's going to do behind your back to get you caught in something. If Stevewilldoit did know, and that's why he's giving the money, I'm cool with that. Even if he did know, even if Stevewilldoit said, yo, look, I knew, I just didn't understand. Here's some bread. Boom. I hope that makes it better. Actually, I would have respected that more than what he did, even though I do respect what he did. I would have respected that more. I fucked up, homie. I fucked up some bags for you possibly, too. I fucked up some money for you. Here, boom. I hope that makes it right. That's real nigga shit. Tell me where I'm wrong. Tell me where I'm wrong. So if he would have did that, I would have respected that even more. But I respect what he did. Because what he did showed character. It shows character when you admit a mistake immediately. That's character. When you have to go through a whole bunch of bullshit and send somebody through shit and go through a whole bunch of shit just to admit your mistake, that's not character. That's just, fuck it, I'm caught and I've been caught, so I gotta stop lying sooner or later. I'm going to show y'all something because this just came up on my mind and I was thinking of a great segue to show y'all about character. Stop believing people who call niggas drug addicts. I'm going to tell you why. A lot of people aren't drug addicts. Pay attention to how they talk about what a nigga do. Like, okay, there's people I think do coke. I've never seen them do coke though. I wouldn't tell you they do coke. See how that goes? See how that works? Yo, do you think they do it? Nah, I don't think nothing about that. What the fuck do I know? I'm not going to tell you if I think they do it or not because that's not your business. But there's a ton of people I think do all types of different drugs. Have I ever seen them doing it? No, so I'm not going to tell you I did. If I did see them do it, it's still nobody's business, to be honest with you. But the point being is, I'm not going to tell somebody I think something about something that I don't 100% know if it's something that I would speak on. And that's what people are doing. Now, with that being said, Amber Heard was on the fucking stand the whole entire case, and all she talks about is how this nigga is fucking coke, doing coke. I'm gonna say this much on some real shit. I've been around couples that one person does a drug and the other person doesn't do the drug, right? They don't spend as much time together as these niggas. I'm just gonna keep it a stat. They be a whole couple with a nigga that do a drug they don't do, and the whole relationship be estranged. Let me show y'all what this bitch did on the stand. This shit is retarded. Hold on, somebody sent it to me. Let me find it real quick. Let me show you what she looks like. I'm gonna tell you what she actually did, just so we can be clear. But it looks like she took coke on the stand. Y'all seen that shit? Hold on, I gotta find it. Somebody sent it to me, I believe. Anybody that don't, whoever sent it to me, if you in here, alert me and shit. Somebody sent it to me, I think. Hold on. Wait, what? Okay, I don't know who sent it to me, so I'm gonna have to, I have no idea where it's at. But it's definitely on YouTube. Give me 1 second. Yo, look at this shit. I hate when I don't have the thing that I want to show y'all because I thought of it at the last minute. Or I just didn't pay attention. Who sent me the shit? One of y'all sent me the damn thing. And I don't know where it's at. God dang it. Everybody's gonna leave. Who sent it? Alright. You sent it, copy. When did you say look at the chat? Did I look up once the look at the chat popped up? I looked up once the... Oh, fucking already. Good job. Oh, that's why I didn't see it, because we was all talking and shit. So I popped into the chat. I only seen our comments. I scrolled. I didn't see it. All right, look at this shit. This is bananas. Look what this bitch do on the stand, yo. She's on the stand. Look at her. Two things is going to happen. I'm going to show you. Boom. All right, so the first thing I want to point out is this real quick. Y'all see her pause, look up, a flash went off, and then she continued to do what she was doing. That's the first thing I want to tell you. She knows she fucked up right there. Look. Okay, so I've seen people do coke before in the movies and in real life. That's kind of how it looks. That's one. Two, look at her get it together in her hand before she puts the napkin up to her face. This is the woman accusing Johnny Depp of all the coke in the world. She can't even be on the stand long enough to not use any. Y'all seen she put it to her nose, went like this. Y'all seen that? Or is that just me? Have you ever seen somebody blow their nose and don't go like this? Like, okay, so hold on, let me get a tissue. When you blow your nose, you be like, right? Right? Am I wrong? Right? Right? Or, right? You don't go like this, right? That's not how you blow your nose, right? There's a, right? There's a, like, undulation of some kind, right? Like, there's a movement, right? As you're breathing out, right? Am I wrong? If I'm wrong about that, put a red stop sign. If you agree with me, put a frost. Am I wrong about that? Also, shout out to Prince Suamir with the $12 drop. I was waiting for him to pull up before I called it, but I guess he's at work. He's not going to be able to make it today. I don't want to wait any longer on calling the drop. Shout out to Prince to Amir with the $12 drop. He's doing all of the fist bumps. Who's next? Who's next, you rat bastards? Today's Friday. What y'all doing, man? Why y'all be playing with me so much? Yo, so who believes that was the cocaine? Cocaine. Why do I get a feeling that she says it like that? Oh man. Let me read some of these comments. NYC Facts said, I feel like Stevewilldoit got forced to do that, agreed. Or he was scared by the Zoes. I think it was a little bit of both. Because I remember him saying not to blame him for his bad networking, referencing to, yeah. But as you see, he was trying to blame fake little Durk first. Now is he blaming? He's blaming Tekashi 6ix9ine. He had a conversation with somebody. He had to make it right. Shout out to El Prez. Said, yeah, she definitely took a hit on the stand. Yes! Seen and Unseen said, wow, the movie Blow is a classic. Seen and Unseen, drugs. And that's a THA, by the way. El Perez dropping Frost, Sean Deshawn dropping Frost. That was definitely a whole bump, fam. On the stand. On the stand. You know what I'm assuming? She's been doing that the whole entire time when she's been... Listen, pay attention. She might have been doing that the whole entire time when she's been at the, when they've been, you know, as the court case is going on, she just wasn't on the stand. She was over there. So what happened was they might have been waiting for her to do this shit. That might have been the camera. That might not have been her people. That might have been them waiting to do the shit, to take a picture of the shit. But YouTube got to the shit first. And the rest of us got to that shit first. So now since everybody else got to the shit, they don't got to say nothing about it. They could just, you know what I'm saying? Boom. We don't even have to put it out there. Nobody was stupid. Shout out to all the D Glass with the $10 drop. He said, salute, big bro. Salute to you, my brother. All of the happenings. Who's next? Who's next? I'm trying to see what I can do. I just erased the whole thing so everything that comes out to see it. Who believed her? First of all, just so we can be clear, you know they cut her role, just for the people who might care about this. You know they cut her role on Aquaman to less than 10 minutes? She's his fucking girlfriend! They cut her role. It was obviously much more than 10 minutes. We seen the first movie. They cut her role to less than 10 minutes of the movie. She got dumped off of numerous projects. I'm going to tell you what happened. Pay attention. When you lie about a person and you fuck up a person's shit, and then people find out you was lying, you might well have not even lied on a person and just let whatever was going on go on. Because when all of those people who did that person wrong because of your lies, all of those people who probably missed out on money because they didn't do something that they would have did with that person because of your lies, that person probably now over there with a whole different thing, working on a different thing, and now you can't even get any more access to them because of your lies? Niggas be like, yeah, we just gonna drop Amber Heard from projects. She's about to get all the bad press. Everybody loves Johnny Depp, and he's actually really a nice guy in real life. So, yeah, she's gonna... Yeah, her career is probably gonna... We just put her on the back burner for a couple of years. Let's come back in about a decade, see what she's doing. Come back in about a decade, see what Amber Heard is doing. Amber Heard got roast beef energy. She just looks like it's just really fucked up when a guy don't love his woman, and it's really fucked up when a woman don't respect her man. Like that's very important. It's more important for a man to love his woman first and foremost, and it's more important for a woman to respect her man first and foremost. So when the relationship is in that manner, it's symbiotic. If the relationship is in any other manner, like, you know, it's not gonna be as it's gonna be more friction. You understand what I'm saying? Because a man needs respect more than he needs love, and a woman needs love more than she needs respect. That's a fucked up thing to say, but those are the things that we crave, right? So. Love your woman. Love her unconditionally. Respect your man like every single move he make is to make your lives better. Respect him with that energy. You know, if that's the type of make sure he deserves that, and her also, obviously. We're not just giving this out to random. You know what I'm saying? But if they don't have it, then we work to help them build that up. You understand what I'm saying? We don't just give up. We work. You know what I'm saying? That's when we put in that work. Anyway, with that being said, what y'all want to talk about? Put it in. We almost to the 36-minute mark. Shout out to Kingsley. Says good morning, Jack. And you're dropping all of those floors. We're doing all of the things. We could get back to what we was talking about, but yeah, fuck Amber Heard, for real, for real. For real, for real. Amber Heard is about to... I'm going to tell you... Y'all know what's about to happen to Amber Heard, right? Listen and pay attention. I'm going to tell you who should be watching it. You know who should be watching this case closer than anybody else? You know who should be watching this case closer than anybody else? Does anyone know who should be watching this case closer than anybody else? Anyone should be watching this. They should be watching this case so close. They should have like 6 people in the fucking building taking Meg Thee Stallion. That's a whole fact. Meg Thee Stallion better be watching this case as close as anyone could watch anything. Because what's about to happen is if Tory Lanez is exonerated. And if, shout out to Prince to me, I already called you drop this morning. If Tory Lanez is exonerated, she's going to look like she was trying to she just ruined this man's career over lies. You tell me what ain't going to be bad. That woman better go, I don't know what to tell you. She better go just, all of the notes. Let me read some of these comments. El Prez was first to say Meg. Def Critic says she's about to get that Meg Fox treatment. No, not Meg Fox. Megan Thee Stallion. Sean Deshawn says, but Megan Fox you mean by because she can't get in no movies. That's what you mean? Yeah. You know what? Boom. That's actually a pretty valid equation to how her career is going to go, per se. But Megan Thee Fox don't need to watch her. Her career is going to go down the path of Megan Thee Fox's career, whereas it's going to be non-existent because of some of the people she pissed off. So yeah, I'm not, you know what? I'm going to let that fall inside of what we're talking about, but that's not what I was talking about, but that was a great catch. Sean Deshawn says, when you coming back to AC? No idea. Why, Sean Deshawn? Midnight Madness says, Black China. No, not Black China. Why would Black China need to be watching this? Just because I'm curious. Shout out to Prince Suamir. He says, good morning, everyone. Salute. He says, he drops a cash app. He said, let's get 5 to 10, $10 drops the cash app. Let's pull up. Let's go. Prince Suamir says, don't be too cheap to hit that free like button. That's a whole fact. Salute. So yeah, Megan Thee Fox career, for everybody that don't know, Megan Thee Fox had gotten into a situation with, what's this guy's name? The director of the first Transformers movies, but the first one specifically, Michael Bay. And after she got into some kind of shit with Michael Bay, all of a sudden her career said, because remember when she was in everything for a little while? Around the time that them she was in everything for a little while. Like they was just they had one called Megan's Body or some shit like that. Like, you know, they was trying to put her up as the next it girl, the most beautiful woman. You understand what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden her career said, she couldn't act though. She's never been a good actor. Megan Thee Stallion better just know what? Megan Thee Stallion better have fucking the time stone. Really not trying to make jokes, but Megan Thee Stallion got to get the DeLorean or something. She got to figure out how to go back to 1985. That's a joke on top of a joke on top of a joke, because I think that the first Back to the Future movie actually dropped 1985. Hold on. Did I get that one? Did I get that? Oh, hold on. Yes. And all I wrote was back. All I wrote in was back in my fucking phone. Man, shout out to you guys. I know y'all be listening. All I wrote was back in and they knew what the fuck I was talking about. Shout out to that shit. Phone always listening to you. Oh, Megan Thee Fox is clubs. Her thumbs is clubs. Yeah, she has like club thumbs or some shit. Like these are the stumpy club thumbs. I dated a chick that had club thumbs. She has some good pussy. It's too early for that. I apologize. But you know who you are. And you'll probably watch it. Shout out to you. What was we talking about? It's too early for this. Kids watch this show in the morning. Them Zoes pressed Steve and got, yes, I think that he got pressed. That's 100% what I think happened. What up, Bronx Bread? How you doing? He says, yo, Fruits Nation. Yeah, Fruits Nation's obese. Yeah, 100%. That's 100% what I think happened. I think he got pressed, and that's what I think happened. That's why I said he should have just said, like, right off the rip. I just didn't understand what was going on. I didn't know how serious this was. I'm very upset that Tekashi 6ix9ine got me involved in this shit. I'm not doing no more work with him. This shit is dangerous. Yo, look, I probably cost him some money. I probably cost him the bag. So here's something on top of it. Yo, look, no hard feelings, man. This is just business. Don't worry about it. I'm not fucking with that dude no more. He a whole snake. He a whole rat snake. That's what we gonna call him. He's the rat snakian. Or you got this like a rat running around, but it's not a rat. It's a snake, and he got a rat. He got a rat head, but it's a snake with a snake body. That's him. That's how my shit would sound. My apologies would sound. Something along that line. Yeah, that's him. It's like a whole rat snake guy going on. Like, I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? It's like to flick the tongue, but it's the rat head, but has the tongue of the snake with the snake body, but it's the rat head. But you know what? We also gonna give it like 2 upper rat legs, maybe. You know, like make it really a thing like that. So it's a rat. It's a snake rat. Yeah, it's Tekashi snake rat. Yeah, no, I'm not working with him no more. That's how the meeting look. They talking to me. Nah, not working with him no more. Yeah, rat snake. Somebody get on that. Somebody get on that. Nigga's a whole rat snake. He can get nigga killed, man. People gonna think it's a joke. But the Zoes had already said that they don't blame Stevewilldoit anyway. It was like, yo, we don't blame you. We already know the situation. I'm pretty sure what happened was, even when they were speaking there, niggas gotta keep up images for the camera all the time, right? I don't be caring about keeping images up, so I'm dangerous. But people gotta keep up images for the camera all the time, right? So this is what I mean by I don't care about keeping up images. This is what I mean. You don't even know who I am. So I would prefer so much that y'all knew who I was instead of seeing this image that y'all see who I'm not. So I don't care about images because I don't believe any image is better than who I am as a person for real, for real. So I don't care about no, I don't want to have no fucking fake persona. I'm dope as shit, nigga. I did a lot of shit in my life. I've been a lot of places. I've met a lot of people. I've had a lot of fun. I've had a lot of bad things happen. I've lived. Fuck an image. So when I say I don't care about an image, I'm just saying when I get the opportunity to live who I am and get y'all to see who I am, y'all gonna realize just how much bullshit is evolved around a person not wanting to be who they truly are when they dope. Like a lot of us is dope. Like I'm not me saying I'm dope is not me taking away from anybody else. I'm happy I'm who I am. There's a lot of people who other individuals might point at and consider them to be living a better life than me, but I don't want to be them. I missed out on a lot of things that I've done. I've done some great things in my life. I don't want to be anybody else. I don't care what I think about my current situation. I've done a lot of dope shit. I've done some shit that somebody else, if they was in the same situation, might not have done that helped people. There's people that needed me to be at places. I'm cool with being who I am. What up, Tunes? He says, message! Nah, for real though. For real. It's like no cap. Why do you think I'd be so upset when people try to say I'm a person that I'm not? Even if they're trying to say something that's a positive thing. If it's not me, I don't want to claim it. Period. I don't care if it's good. I don't care what it is. I don't want to claim it if it's not me. I'm dope. For real, for real. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys are dope too, man. Have faith in yourself. Remember, the more God is with you, the more Satan is going to try to step on you. The more Satan is going to come to try to disrupt your life. If God isn't with you, Satan don't care because there's no work to be done over here. Satan only show up where there's work to be done to try to destroy God's energy or the spirit of somebody that believes in the Most High. That's it. Satan ain't going to show up somewhere where that person's already broken. Satan isn't going to show up somewhere to try to destroy somebody who already is with him. Why would Satan want to try to make somebody more evil that's already evil? He's going to go try to work on somebody that got a good heart and try to turn them fucked up. So pay attention when you see a person. Understand what a spiritual battle is. You understand? Understand what a spiritual battle is. Some of us, we're fighting spiritual battles. We're being attacked. Our spirits are being attacked. Understand what that is. The more in tune you are, is the more you could feel it. But understand what that is. So a lot of people, our spirits are being attacked. With that being said, we're at the 43-minute mark anyway, so we can talk about whatever y'all guys want to talk about. Should I give me some tea? I'm kind of thirsty. Feeling a little parched. Shout out to Amber Heard though. Stop paying attention to people that be talking about other people who's on drugs. Motherfuckers to be the whole biggest alcoholics in the world, biggest drug, alcohol, everything, stay drunk all day, every day, and then they talk about somebody else is using a drug. You want to know what is the most, what drug kills the most people every year in America? Alcohol. Alcohol kills more people in America than any other drug. Look it up. Look it up. Don't take my word for it. I mean, that's why I just generally just say look stuff up. Look it up. Don't take my word for it. Alcohol is one of the only drugs that you have to go get treatment for when you're trying to get off of it and you have a dependency. Okay, nope, sugar. Gary Crawford's just being a dick. But okay, sugar. But sugar isn't classified as a drug, obviously. The FDA classifies sugar as a drug? I don't know. Just because I want to be a dick back. Let's see if the FDA classifies sugar as a drug. Just because I'm curious. Does the FDA classify sugar as a drug?
According to The Hill, in fact, sugar may be as addictive as other substances that are Scheduled 1 by the FDA and DEA. Many of us experience great pleasure from eating sweets and continue to ingest them despite the harm they may cause. This is the classic definition of an addiction.
Boom, you win that argument. Shout out to you. Who was that? Who was that? Garrett Crawford? Shout out to Garrett Crawford. Y'all don't want me to say something embarrassing. 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 Believe me, you don't. Y'all people are disgusting over there. Y'all disgusting. You don't want me to say nothing embarrassing. Y'all people are disgusting over there. You can say whatever you want about here. The people in our family know that I'm honest. So I don't care what the people that don't know you know. The people in our family will know that I'm honest. You don't want me to blow y'all up, alright? Y'all disgusted. Y'all really are disgusted. Y'all disgusting. Alright? You don't want me to blow you up. Because then people are going to be really over here saying, whoa, maybe he did have the right idea. You don't want me to blow you up. Y'all disgusting. Disgusting. We can speak on Kevin Samuels again. Basically, we was what aspect of the Kevin Samuels situation would you like to discuss in YC Facts? Just Lord, please, can you once again? I'm just speaking to the Lord right now. Please, can you extend some of your energy? Can you extend some of your power to us? Can you expend some of your compassion to the hearts of these individuals that just deal with Satan? Can you please extend some compassion to their hearts where they can find some kind of solace in their souls, where they can stop coming somewhere where somebody is trying to preach positivity and trying to bring negativity? Please, Lord. That's all I'm asking. Fentanyl doesn't kill as many people, but it's way more addictive. But they saying sugar is the most addictive thing, we would assume. Fentanyl is probably the most dangerous. Fentanyl is way more dangerous, but alcohol probably has the biggest issue that is causing all the problems because it's so readily available. You gotta understand that there's people that can't get to fentanyl, homie. We're saying killed the most people, right? So there's people that can't get to fentanyl. Fentanyl is 100% more dangerous. That's not even a question. You can take grains of fentanyl and kill numbers of people. Fentanyl is 100% more dangerous. This is not a question. Because what they don't understand is I'm looking at disgust. That's what you don't understand. I'm like, like that. Like, yeah, I do look at your daughter like that. That's a fact. Yeah. That's exactly how my face be looking, right? Like that, right? Every time I look at her, right? Yeah. Like that, right? Yeah, that is how my face look when I look at your daughter. That's a fact. Every time, too. That's a fact. I ain't gonna lie to you. You call that looking at your daughter? That's a fact. Just so we can be clear. It's a fact. Please, just leave it alone. Disgusting. NYC Facts is all the damn Red Bulls he has been drinking. Red Bulls. Wait, who Red Bulls you talking about? What up? The one and only. We got the one and only in here. She says, good morning, J. Rules, BB and family. Kendrick's return. I was listening to some Kendrick this morning. I try to listen to music in the morning, get to a vibe and shit and relax. That's crazy. So I was listening to some Kendrick this morning. What happened to Kevin Samuels is what happens when you don't respect the divine female aspect of creation. I think Kevin Samuels was shooting at men and women the same. I've seen him just absolutely eviscerate a fat dude. Just absolutely maul him. Yes, that's still my family coming up in here on an everyday basis and creating problems with me. So no, that's not me talking about them. That's them talking about me. I'm busy telling, they just brought something up and I want to explain. Don't make me have to explain why I do look at her like that when I see her. Don't make me have to explain. That's what I'm asking. So that's literally, once again, me saying, please, could you leave me alone? I don't want to explain this lie that you're trying to pass off to people. Because I don't want to tell your business. And in order for me to explain the lie, I have to tell your business. And then when I tell your business, then you're going to say I'm telling your business. When in reality, I'm just explaining that what you're saying is a lie. But if you want me to just tell your business, I'm going to do it. And then you're going to say, look, he's on the internet telling our business. And then you're going to say another lie. And then I'm going to have to explain that one. And then you're going to say I'm telling your business again. So you're creating these situations yourself. Whatever you want to create, I don't got time for it. Just go somewhere else, Satan. Just please, Satan, go somewhere else. Kev drinks like 4 every live. That's definitely gonna fuck his heart up. That's a fact. Somebody said to the other day something about the coffee I've been drinking, and I actually immediately started cutting down on the coffee. So for everybody that be talking about the coffee every now and then, asking me about how much coffee I be drinking and stuff like that, I do appreciate y'all. As you see, I only had 1 cup the whole entire day, and this is the first time you've seen my cup, and we're 51 minutes into the show. I didn't even have no coffee during the live. So I do pay attention and listen to the things that y'all say. Just because I'm not actively, like you told me to do a thing, I'm on it. Just because I'm not that way, that don't mean that I'm not listening to good advice and then heeding it. You understand? That don't make sense. You see me. Obviously, I'm an intelligent, smart guy. What would make you think that I don't heed good advice? Just, do you need me to tell you I'm taking the advice? Because that's for you, not for me. Giving me the advice, was it for me or you? Giving me the advice was for me, you don't need me to tell you I'm taking it. If giving me the advice for you, then you need me to tell you. Feel me? So was you giving me the advice for me or for you? When I give somebody advice, did you ever hear me say, yo, did you take my advice? Did you take my... No, because I'm giving you the advice for you. If you take it, you take it. If you don't take it, what the fuck do I care? Hope it all works out. What up, Six Sauce? He says Kevin Samuels is a GOAT. He started a whole wave. Yes, he did start a wave. That's a fact. If you start a wave, I don't care what nobody say about you. I don't care what your platform. If you start a wave, I don't care if your platform goes destructed. You a GOAT. That's a fact. You started a wave? How many niggas you know starting waves? Definitely water. That's a fact, Tooms. Arthur D. Glass says, Cuban coffee is the worst coffee you could drink, and I work with people who drink it like water. Thank you for telling me. That's 1. 2, usually I just get... I'll show you the coffee I drink. Cafe Bustelo. So I drink this. I'll get other coffees periodically, depending. Like if I just want a different flavor. But I come from the Bronx, and most of the stores and everything that was around me, Dominican people own them. So a lot of the foods I like and shit like that is Dominican food and Puerto Rican food. A lot of the foods and drinks that I like, to be honest with you, I'll give the whole stack. Typical Bronx coffee. That's a fact. I said if Wack wasn't there, his message would have got across. What you mean? He said if Wack wasn't where? If Wack wasn't at the jump off that they was all at? Wack is an agent, man. What the fuck, yo? He's a fucking agent. What the hell? Why do y'all even engaging with the guy? That's why I keep saying, stop believing this guy, everything he say. He a whole agent, man. I already made a video telling y'all how he was an agent 4 years ago. He's a whole agent. Why do you think he's working with Tekashi? The fuck? The wild thing is, I don't think Academics is an agent. So he's in a wild spot. Academics is probably one of the most useful people in hip-hop. He's in the top 10 of useful people in hip-hop media history. Quite possibly 5. I'm just not sitting here to think about names. History. Wack's a whole agent, man. Everything Wack does is to get people locked up and put in jail. What the fuck do you call him? What do you call him? Every single thing Wack 100 does is to try to create energy or a situation where somebody might get killed or go to jail. What would you call him? What would you call him? That's all. You put it in the chat. I'm asking you your guys' opinion. What would you call him? What would you call him? Just on a random note. Yeah, all is definitely well. Thank you for wishing me well, Daniel. Toon says, if you had the chance to talk to 6ix9ine, what would you say? About what? I mean, first I'm gonna assume I don't think he would want to talk to me, but I don't know. I don't know. I mean, if it was just a random conversation where me and him was just somewhere eating, I don't even think I would talk about his situation. I probably ask him about what he think about what's going on in pop culture right now. The fuck am I asking him about shit I already know? I'm gonna interrogate him. I don't want to have an interrogation. See. People want to have a meeting with him so they can have people want to have an interview with him so they can interrogate him. I don't want to interrogate him. I have no want to interrogate him. There's certain things that I would like to speak about and like to talk about, and I'm pretty sure there's things he would like to speak about and like to talk about. But I don't want to interrogate him. I don't need him to be on a stand. I don't even need for him to tell the truth. Quite honestly. Y'all talk to people to try to get the truth out of them. Why don't you just talk to people to see how to get the feeling? Talk to people to see the feeling, for the feeling, not for the words. Y'all paying attention to the words that's coming out of people's mouths. Stop paying so much attention to the words. Also pay attention to the feeling, that they're remoting, that they're reflecting, that you are receiving. Pay attention to that sometime. That's all. Ha said, bring to light what woulda know about the case. I don't think Hassan Campbell know enough about this particular case to bring anything to light. That's just me speaking. But he can try. What is he bringing to light? I don't even think most people even know what should be brought to light. Those Treyway guys got a lot of reason to be pissed off. Honestly. I 100% understand why some people are angry as shit. And I 100% understand why some of the people that are angry are not angry at him, but are angry at other Treyway members. 100%. So, there's a lot of things to discuss and talk about, but I don't want to be in a yelling match. That's my whole thing. I don't want to be in a yelling match. I don't think the thing he needs, he's not gonna be able to get with. All he's doing is going around the people who could yell louder than him. He don't get it. So I hope it works. I don't know what to tell you. He's looking for a screaming, yelling match. I hope it works. I mean, it literally shouldn't. It should literally do the opposite of working, to be honest with you. But I hope it works. I'm not wishing bad on nobody, man. That shit don't got nothing to do with me. If he wins with that, I don't win. If he loses with that, I don't win. If he wins with that, I don't lose. If he loses with that, I don't lose. I don't care. Honestly. So he's just going to go find another person to get into a yelling, screaming match with about points that don't help his position. So, you know, he got to get people to agree that other people are as bad as he is or worse. So, I don't know. If they had somebody, I'm pretty sure DJ Academic's been putting him on the game and he's probably just not listening to him. But I'm pretty sure if they had somebody over there that wasn't thinking with that type of wavelength, to get even wavelength, they would have been making the right moves. It's just all of it, everything that they're doing is to get even. Like, that's all they're thinking about. Get even. We're going to get even, get even, get even, get even. So, what the fuck? Hope they get it. I hope whatever the fuck happened. I don't even care. Last question is, do you try to express your words to these kids? Which kids are you speaking about? I try to always, everything I speak, I actually do mean. I wish sometimes I didn't mean to some of the things that I say, but I'm literally living in trauma for a large percentage of my day due to my job literally being the job of a person that is to be attacked. So the only way that you can mitigate how much you're being attacked on the internet is how big your support system is. So our support system is, obviously, I'm just doing a terrible job. So our support system is just going in the other way while our attacks is going up. So I live in a traumatic situation. And I don't have anybody in my life. I can't be friends with anybody, because if I'm friends with anybody, the people that hate me are going to convince them to hate me. So I also can't be friends with anybody. So I'm in a totally different situation than most people. I have to live the rest of my life by myself. So I'm in a totally different situation than other people. So I don't know if I'm the best person to answer that. I don't think I'm a good person to talk to anybody. I gotta live every day of my life by myself. I don't think I'm a good person to I don't think anybody should listen to anything I got to say. I don't know anything. Just take what you can with what I say, and then whatever don't work, don't work. That's all I can say. Other than that, I don't know what to tell you. What else y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. But no, I stress no one pay any attention to anything I say. If I knew anything, it'll work for me, right? Nothing works for me, so I obviously I don't know much. I don't know what to tell you. What up? What y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. Apparently, I'm some kind of egomaniac also that thinks, so that's another thing I don't get. Like, I never like, I don't know. You just really don't get it. Just really don't get it. What y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. At the hour mark. What time is it? It's only 10:30. What else we talking about? I'll find something. I forgot what the titles is. What's in the title? And my phone is not gonna let me do nothing. It's just my phone is just no app is working. Right? Every time I press something, everything else is on it. Look, just everything is not. Is it? Yes. I just be scared to do anything because everything work, not gonna work. Which I want to talk about. I tried to find something on my phone. My phone is just not gonna work right. It's just not gonna let me get into no app. Which I want to talk about. Put it in the chat. Which I want to talk about. Put it in the chat. Appreciate the 30 people that hit the like button also. If y'all notice, I stopped asking people to hit the like button. I just said, fuck it. Which I want to talk about, put it in the chat, man. I don't got nothing to talk about and my phone ain't going to work right, I don't think. I don't think my phone is going to work right. It's just, I don't know. So, I can't actually go on my phone and look for nothing. Anybody know what the title of the video is? I can't check that neither. Alright, I'm probably just going to let y'all go. There's nothing I can do. Nobody's even commenting. I don't even know if anybody's in here. Like, comment, subscribe, join the notification gang. Hashtag Bronx Bombers. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Why can't he be both sincere and scared? Yeah, I was just gonna get off because my phone ain't gonna work. So I don't know what it's doing. I don't know what it's doing. I don't think it's gonna work. It's just apps is just anytime I press anything, random apps is opening up. So I don't know what the fuck that's about. Yeah, you could be scared and sincere at the same time, can't you? Why can't you not be? You could be scared and sincere at the same time. Two things could be true. I assume people are sincere. I assume fear actually sometimes might make people even more sincere, understanding the ramifications of the situation and what could happen. So I would assume fear might make somebody even more sincere, depending on the situation, depending on what's happening. So both of those things could exist in the same area. Both of those places could exist in a... Actually, these aren't JCPenney's belts. These are actually, I bought them from Macy's, apparently. Well, I bought these from Macy's, though. I do like JCPenney's, though. I shop at JCPenney's. That's a fact. I got this shirt from JCPenney's. I got this shirt from Macy's, but I didn't want to get this shirt from Macy's. I wanted to go to JCPenney's. I should have went to JCPenney's because they got the shirts I like. I don't think there's nothing wrong shopping in these places. Fuck wrong with you? You never had a woman take you shopping? I'm pretty sure if you have a woman take you shopping and she's not some super big baller, but she care about you and she got a little bit of bucks, she's gonna take you to Macy's and fucking JCPenney's, my nigga. You never had a woman take you shopping before? Like, you never mess with a chick that had her own? I mean, I guess. Shout out to you, though. Maybe I do all of y'all shopping on the internet. Maybe I don't know the pleasure of going out to the mall. You know, walking around for a couple hours throughout the city and just seeing what you like, seeing what you don't like. Maybe you buy something, maybe you don't. Maybe you sit down and have something to eat. Maybe you sit in the park. Maybe you bullshit for a little while. That's just fun. I don't know what to tell you. Jason Elliott says Mason and Belk always have some good sales. Yeah. Toons says Brooklyn, New York fucks with you. Salute, Toons. Yeah, nah, for real. Like, what the fuck? I shop at fucking Macy's and JCPenney's. It's a whole fact. Don't let nobody lie to you. As soon as I get some money to go shopping again, I'm going to motherfucking Macy's and I'm going to go cop me some more of these motherfucking shirts right here because I like the cut of them bitches. Hold on. I'm going to show you what shirt it is. I like the cut of these bitches right here. I'm going straight to Macy's and I'm copping me some more of these shits right here. I fuck with them. J.F. Ferreira. J. Ferreira, I fuck with them. I'm going straight to Macy's. I'm going to copy some of those. I got to get me 2 or 3 of them in white. I got to get 2 or 3 of them in white. I get one more in black, 2 or 3 in white. Give me a couple of dark blue ones. A red one, a burgundy one. Let's go. What the fuck is y'all niggas talking about? That's fun, nigga. Let's keep it in the stack. What jumper? My jump shot? Oh, I seen this person coming here with that's my brother's face, right? Boom, get the kick. God leaded who to do what? Hopefully God led all of us to do something inside of his word worth doing. Hopefully God did that. Hopefully God put some peace in our hearts so we could then distribute peace to the rest of the world. Right? That's the reason why we want to have peace in our heart, right? So we could then distribute peace to the rest of the world. Because when we're truly at peace, that's when we're at our highest self, right? That's like probably some Buddhist teaching, right? Don't pay me no mind. I don't know nothing about nothing. I'm pretty sure that's a Buddhist teaching. Copy tunes. When did I say that? Did I just say that? You gotta tell me the context. God needs me to do almost everything that I do. I literally do things dependent on what the world, how I feel. It's hard for me to explain. Almost everything I do, worth doing, I do because I believe God wants me to do it. It's a fact. Even to the smallest extent. Sometimes, yeah. Oh, I don't want to speak on that. I don't want to speak on that. No, I remember. I don't want to speak on that. Whatever happened, happened. I don't want to speak on that. Whatever happened, happened. I don't want to speak on it. I want to continue to try my best to try to distribute peace to the world. And I want to continue to try my best to try to speak positivity into the world. And I want to continue to try my best from this day forward to ignore Satan. So when Satan is pulling up in the chat, I'm trying my best to ignore it. So I don't want to speak with anything that has to deal with Satan or whatever Satan is doing on that side or whatever Satan is dealing with. And just so we can be clear, I'm 100% okay with anything that happened to me while I'm doing God's will. So if I'm doing something I consider to be God's will, I'm 100% okay with whatever consequences come after that, period. Because what negative consequences on this world is often positive aspects or positive consequences in the afterlife. So just so we can be clear, I'm 100% okay with any consequences that I fall victim to because I'm doing what I consider to be the Lord's word, period. So there's nothing anybody could say to me about anything. Let's keep the show going, though. Admin, no, I'll kick them. I can tell because I can see the accounts already. Don't worry about it. I can see the ones that come in here and try to prime me. Oh, I wanted to have a discussion about a thing. I got a thing I want to blame Hollywood for. Could I blame Hollywood for something? Everybody pay attention. I got a thing I want to blame Hollywood for. You know what I want to blame Hollywood for? Y'all know we've been spending the last 30 or 40 years, 20 or 30 years maybe, seeing 20-year-olds play high school students on TV shows and movies. I'm going to say this again. You know we've been spending the last 20 to 30 years seeing 20-year-olds play high school kids on TV shows and movies. This is for a couple of different reasons. I'll tell you one of the reasons right now. One of the reasons is you could blame Gary Coleman's parents. That's one of the reasons. Also, you could blame people like all of the bad parents that are like child actor parents that did their kids dirty. Go look up Gary Coleman. I'm not going to go all the way into it. And there was a lot of problems that transpired with what's that kid from Home Alone? But anyway, child actors always had issues. So in the 90s and in the 2000s, they started moving towards having actual motherfucking grown adults playing high school kids. Give me 1 second, Vaughn. Right? Give me 1 second. Right? So the other day, I made a comment. I said, Joe, you can't really even tell the kids from the adults nowadays. Tell me where the lie at. See, somebody that's a pervert is going to say, oh, you a pervert. But somebody who's a concerned parent will say, yo, you kind of telling the truth. These kids nowadays is going outside looking like grown adults. No. That's what happened, but that's not what happened. Our brains have been tricked into thinking that older is now younger. Go watch the old Spider-Man Raimi movies. Go to the scenes where fucking Peter Parker's in fucking high school. All of those people in that fucking hallway was damn adults. So now we've been looking at movie after movie after movie after TV show after TV show after TV show for years of this. So now 12-year-old girls look like 8-year-old girls to us. You get it? So I can't tell what kids are. Because I'll be literally running into fucking 23, 20-year-old people, 23, 24-year-old people thinking they like 17. Dubbing them. I'll be literally running into chicks that be like 25, 24. And when I first meet them, I think they like 16, 17. I'm like, what the fuck is this bitch doing here talking to me? Why is she flirting? Oh shit, oh nah, ma, hey, how you doing? Yo, alright, Vaughn, hit me up right now. IG. I'm gonna answer. Hit me right now on IG. I noticed that shit the other day. I was just watching a fucking show and I'm like, there's no way this kid is fucking 19 years old. There's no way. Why else so many kids in high school got 5 o'clock shadows? Hit me on Instagram, Vaughn. I'm waiting for you right now. I'm going to answer. Well, we doing call-in shows with the $10 drop. I'm letting Vaughn call in because Vaughn is a person that does drops to the channel on a regular basis. It's just, what the fuck? Why does this keep opening up? Look, it's just, I don't know what the fuck, yo. But I would do call-in shows. I'll do a call-in show tonight. $10 drops. You get to call in and have a comment and call in and say what you want to say. Yo, you could say what's up to the people. I can turn the camera around.
Put it in real quick. About to drop this power real fast.
I can turn the camera around or no?
I mean, it's up to you. You can do what you want.
Hey, copy.
Right.
Here go our brother.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Boom.
Not much, man. Let me close the sunroof. I can't get nothing. Hold on.
Copy. Here go our brother right here. Here go our brother right here.
Yeah, so just to speak on what you're speaking on. All right, so we thought the last topic. So yeah, you know, they in Hollywood they do that. They hire older actors to present a younger age role.
Boom.
That's what they do, because the thing is it's manipulation, because you're like, damn, she's only 12, the whole time this actor's like 18 years old.
Boom.
So it brings in the pedophilia aspect.
Boom.
It's big. That is big. Like, they don't know she's 12, but she's 18 for real. So it brings in that aspect of that in Hollywood. And that's why Hollywood does it. It's all about perspective.
I'm also want to say something else also. They like to sexualize children in these movies. And it's easier for them to do if they have a older actor, because they can't have an actual 13 and 12-year-old girl or boy being sexualized.
Right.
Exactly. So that's another reason why they actually use the older actors also. So that's the point I was trying to make.
Yeah.
I made the statement the other day. I was like, yo, you can't even tell them apart no more. Is that wrong? Is that wrong for me to say that? Or is it like that's what they're trying to do?
It's wrong. It's wrong on Hollywood's perspective. It is.
I appreciate you, because somebody was trying to hold me to that standard.
They over-sexualize the younger people and manipulates the people, that the viewers that looking at this like, damn, she's developed at 12. Even though this is an 18, 19-year-old woman. You know, you get what I'm saying? It's all about manipulation, bro. That's all it is. That's all it is. It's about manipulation. And that's why they use them like that. Instead of getting a real 12-year-old to act the part, and there's plenty of young actors out there that can do the part. Now, let's get the 18 one. Yeah, let's get her, because she got a look. Let's do that and present that to the public. It's really weird, but that's what they do. You know, that's just Hollywood.
That's a fact.
How Hollywood operate in pedophilia and all that type of stuff. That's what they operate in.
Yo,
so that's why they do the way they do.
That's a fact.
Another thing I want to drop real quick is, did you hear about Will and Jada getting divorced?
Finally? No, I didn't hear about that. What's happening?
Google it. Will and Jada getting divorced.
Wow.
Google it. That came out a couple days ago.
Jada's finally getting her wish.
Yeah.
She gonna go
Jada
move.
Play both sides of the fence anyway, so it don't really matter to her.
She gonna go move into Tupac's mausoleum.
Yeah, I mean, you know, she's playing both sides of the fence, male and female, so it don't really matter to her. So as well. But I'm not gonna get into that. That's a deeper conversation.
Why do you think I called the dude Augusta?
That's how you got on the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. He was fucking with the nigga, I think his name Benny or something like that, from the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
I told y'all that. Wasn't I talking about that the other day? I was like, there's an allegation out there, whatever.
That's fact though. That's how he got onto the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Yeah, that's a fact. All day.
Damn, I would have been.
Okay, so Will playing both sides of the fence, and Jada is too. It's just one of those, you know, Hollywood marriages. That's why the kids came out the way it is. It happens.
Mm.
That's a fact.
All right, my brother.
Yeah, man, but that's how they be in Hollywood, man. Hollywood, weird and strange. Hey, do something a little strange for a little piece of change.
That's a
Even
whole
in that
fact.
Johnny Depp, even in the Johnny Depp position, Johnny Depp said she said it on the stand. He felt like he was getting raped because they were stealing his money, making work for pennies on the dollar.
Mm.
She said that shit yesterday. I watched it. She said it.
Yo,
And that's what happens. You can be the biggest superstar in Hollywood. They still gonna fuck you, literally and figuratively.
what do you think about her? I'm sorry for cutting you off, but what do you think of her quite possibly using cocaine on the stand?
That's her lifestyle. I mean, Johnny Depp said it, and that's what they told. They said she do shrooms, she do ecstasy, she do coke. That's what they were saying in the beginning of this whole thing, that she's a user as well. So when she got on the stand yesterday and tried to, they did the grave for Johnny Depp, saying that he's drinking and he was sober at one point, and she told him all the drugs he used. She was doing the same damn thing. It's Hollywood. Ain't nothing but that going on. That's why Cardi B went to the Met Gala in New York the other day and told the crowd, have fun, get your drinks, and make sure you got your coke.
Mm.
It's on Google too and YouTube. She said it, and they got video of her saying it. Because that's what they do. It's part of the lifestyle.
Mm.
If you're a swinger, you're in a lifestyle. You're in a lifestyle switching partners. If you're in Hollywood, you're in a lifestyle of doing drugs at the major parties. Because everybody's doing it, so why not?
Mm.
There's no conscience there saying, I don't really do that, but since I'm here, let's party. That's what the fuck they do. It's just a lifestyle. Cardi B said that shit though. She was on the mic hosting an after party for the gala. Everybody get your drinks and get your coke.
Just so we know for future reference, I don't care what I'm doing for a living. I don't need to be invited to any of these parties. Not interested. Not my thing. And I don't need to know.
You don't want to go to those parties.
Yeah, they're not for me. That's not for me.
And a bunch of coke in your nose.
Look, I'm more than happy to work with whoever. No, I'm not. I don't want to work with none of them niggas that I hate.
Yeah, you don't want to get invited to those type of parties. But,
Yeah, I'm not part of that.
But when you get high and drunk and all this other stuff and talking business at the same time, money going around, you get infatuated with it. And this is how they do business stuff. This is how they do business. And at the same time, on the backside of all that, that's how they blackmail it. Because they got cameras everywhere.
Mm.
Oh, we got you on camera doing that. We got you on camera doing it. It's like, I don't want that to the public. All right, so I'm going to need you to do this then. And you be like, fuck. All right, I'll do that, man. I'll do that. Because I ain't trying to have that out there. So I'll definitely do this. Whatever you need me to do, I'll do it. And that's how they do it. That's how Hollywood works. They blackmail you. That's why, Will Smith got $500 million and he a half a billionaire and he can just do whatever the fuck you want. Literally in real life, if you wasn't in that life, you could do whatever you want. But when you went under the thumb of them, it don't matter how much money you got, you still get blackmailed.
Yeah. Also, I don't need that much money. So.
You don't need that much. $100 million. You still getting stuff done to you.
No, I don't need that much money.
I'm just trying to tell you.
Yeah.
When you hit a certain status and money in Hollywood, it changes.
Nah, that's a fact.
It don't change for the good either. And you're like, oh, now I'm super straight. Like, no, now you're under more control to keep that money.
More money, more problems. That's a fact.
They can pull this role from you. They can pull this opportunity from you. To the point you get no money. The more money you make in Hollywood, the more you got to sacrifice yourself and on your morals and everything else to keep it and achieve more. That's how they work. It's all about blackmail and power.
Well,
that's why the white man sit behind the mahogany desk until you come give him some head and he'll cut you a check right now. And he'll be like, you know what? I never did this before, but I'll do it this day. Because I'm trying to get this money real quick. Especially if you're in a situation you came from poverty.
Yeah, I just keep suffering.
I mean, it's sad, but it's real. I mean, it's real. I mean, you would think, like, nah, this dude was the hottest nigga in the street. But if they could cut him a check right now to give him a 10-minute blowjob, that nigga's going to be on his knees quick.
Yeah, I'm not going to be able to explain that to
God.
God.
You know what I'm saying? That is weird, but it happens. It happens. That's how a lot of people with talent gets turned out, and that's why people like because talk on this Kendrick Lamar, they ain't put an album out in 5 years because he's smart. Kendrick got in the game, got his money, got his royalties, got his money, and was like, you know what? I don't really need to be in this shit. I got my little bit of million. I can sit back. I ain't got to do nothing for 5 years. In 5 years, some people ain't even checking for you no more. But he got in the game, seen what it was. I already got my bread. So I ain't trying to sacrifice no more of myself to this shit right here. Trust me. And that's why people like that fall back, because they're conscious. They actually have a conscience. They're trying to do their craft, what they love to do. But when they start seeing the bullshit, they were like, shit, fuck no. I'll just take this little $1 million I made off my last album 5 years ago, and I just chill. I ain't really with that shit. And that's why they don't put albums out for 5 years. That's why J. Cole doesn't put out albums for years. Because they're not with the bullshit that goes along with the industry. That's just not them. As a human being, as their morals and how they were raised. J. Cole has a whole fucking college degree. You don't think he learned? He's learned. He's been around the white people. And he sees it like, nah, that's not my style at all. Let me just get my little bit of money and I can just chill, bro. I'm good on that. And that's why you don't see them coming out all the time, trying to be in the paparazzi spotlight. J. Cole don't give a fuck about that. Kendrick don't give a fuck about that. Because the deeper they go into it, the more they got to do in sacrificing themselves in this situation.
That's a fact. Hey, my brother, anything you want to go out with?
Nah, man. You just have a great day. I'm about to drop this car off and head back to the dealership, man. And other than that, man, you have a great one. If I come across any news, you know, I got your back. And we'll keep it moving.
That's what it is. Appreciate you, my brother. Salute.
Hey, not a problem, man.
Shout out to Mr. Vaughn pulling up into the chats. Calling in. All the D glasses and these little girls look up to her. So sad. Yeah, it's definitely sad. What time is it? What y'all want to talk about? Put it in chat. Also, if you haven't, I don't know, at this point, like, I don't know what to tell you. I don't even want to promote none of my stuff. We have a store. You can go to it if you want. If you don't want to. What do y'all want to talk about? I just want to get off. I ain't gonna lie to you. I just think no matter what I do, everything's gonna fail. It's just, what y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. I just got off the jump off with him because I don't know, just the only way I could stay doing this is if I'm gonna do this and be homeless. And so I don't know. Like, comment, subscribe, join the notification gang. #BronxBoners. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other.